here we are again. Manuel, welcome
Yeah.
all the way from Madrid as well. Thank you for making it to Amsterdam. We're here to talk about Signify and Signify's journey with customer experience. Can you say a couple of things about yourself and what you do at Signify?
Yes, sure. Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me to this great event. I know it's already quite long and you might feel tired, but I hope that you enjoy our session now. So as they presented me, I am the global product owner for marketing automation and personalization within Signify, focused mostly on B2C brands. Within that, I manage I get the requirements from the business to put it down into the building nice and exciting capabilities with the existing technology that we have.
Yeah. Can you say something about the business goals, about what Signify is doing on sustainability and much more?
Yeah, you might recognize this slide from Alex's presentation. So I won't spend a lot of time here. Just a few things that I want you to remind for after talking about. So we are the #1 in conventional LED and connected lighting. We have a global operation around more than 70 countries, so that gives you a sense of how big our operations are. And we do all that with a lot of focus in sustainability. This is what drives most of our decisions. It's one of the key pillars of our strategy.
Yeah. And you're obviously on this journey from product-centric to customer-centric. What can you say about that? How are you managing that?
Yeah, Signify, as part of this strategy, what the ultimate goal is to unblock or unlock the greater potential of light to create better lives and create a better world. How we do that? We do that by living our passions, which is passion for innovation, passion for sustainability, and passion to create better lives for our customers. And to do that, we have created this strategy, this 5-frontier strategy, where we put the customer in the center. We want to become a customer-centric company to solve the global challenges that are appearing, and most of our customers are really mind about. So like climate action, circular economy, safety, food availability, health and well-being. So all of this, we can solve part of these problems with our products. This strategy allows us also to drive sustainable growth while we create differentiated products in all our multiple brands. We have a lot of different brands. We want to really focus on solving customer problems and do that with different products and quality brands. It also we want to achieve that through creating a more digitalized space and also a great place to work for our employees. And to do that, with all this together, we will be able to conquer new markets, reach new customers. But the most important thing is that we really need the latest technology enabled to achieve these goals.
Yeah. So let's go a bit deeper on that technology. So I could see 109 million lighting points globally. I think 50 of those are in my house. So what are you planning on doing from a customer journey perspective? You've been on this journey for 2 years. How will that impact me? And also, what challenges have you discovered in that journey?
Yes. So we had to completely change our mindset. You already mentioned with Michael, it was his name?
Michiel,
yeah. About this change of mindset of moving from a campaign mindset to a journey mindset. So we were just focused on just doing one-off campaigns, not even looking at the customer journey or the lifetime of our customers. Now we have changed that mentality. We needed to have we had a siloed environment and we needed to move away from that to build a unique, a single source of truth for our customer profiles. That has allowed us to create an omnichannel experiences, or at least try to create that, because we couldn't before. So this was a challenge that we needed to solve.
Yeah. I think it's worth mentioning that last point, well, once again, the omnichannel orchestration part. We talk a lot about personalization at scale. So I think many of you, and including what Signify was doing before, you had personalization at the channel level, which was quite okay, quite well done. But then scaling that from one channel to all channels, I think is a big challenge for everybody. And it's great to see that you are now making steps forward on that journey. Let's maybe dive one level deeper into the how. So this is your current landscape of tools. How does it enable you now?
More than a landscape of tools, this is more like a journey map together with tools and use cases. So you can recognize there in the slide a lot of different use cases. But what Wouter was saying is that we have this siloed environment. So we have the web experience on one side. We were doing personalizing experiences based on web behavioral data. Then we have the data from our email marketing, or the data from our app, and we were doing things in all these different environments, but we were not connecting all together. And the key piece here was to bring a CDP, Adobe Experience Platform, to put all that data together, to connect all the behavioral data from the different touchpoints into one single source of truth. So now we have our unique customer view in AEP that allows us to orchestrate communications across all our touchpoints. Let me bring you an example that this technology, this setup has enabled us to do that we couldn't do it before. For example, abandoned cart experiences or emails. This is something that you might think this is a very simple use case. Yeah, but you don't need all of this technology to do that. We can do it with other technologies. But yeah, then if you want to connect this with different channels, so not just send an email after you know that the user leave a cart empty, why don't do that as well through other channels when you know when your customer is connected to your application? So now we can we know you are getting home, you are turning on your lights, so we can receive a real-time event in our platform. We know that the user is using our product, so that's a good moment to send a notification about, hey, you forgot this nice product in your basket. Why don't you recover that and finalize your process to enhance your experience, lighting experience at your place? So this is something we have unlocked by enabling all this technology in our landscape.
I think you can even make the links, the lights in my home blink when I need to buy something, probably.
No. We don't do that freaky personalization.
You could. No. Anyway, what I wanted to call out once again here, you see lots of Adobe solutions on this slide, but you also see non-Adobe solutions. I can see Google, I can see Braze. So I think it also helps you to have one single layer which orchestrates the experience to all kind of solutions. So that's I think it's safe to say that that's a clear benefit for what Signify is trying to unlock today.
Yeah, when we look at for implementing this, when we decided to go with Adobe, we were evaluating how flexible the solution was. It needed to allow us to connect different sources of data, but not only to connect sources of data, but also to connect our legacy solutions, delivery solutions like Braze. For example, we are using Braze for in-app and push notifications. This is so integrated in the product that we cannot easily unplug that and put, for example, you might think, why don't you use Adobe SDK in your application? Because we already been using that before deciding going with Adobe. So as there are connectors that enable that connectivity in an easy way, this has helped us a lot in creating these omni-channel experiences with all legacy solutions that are non-Adobe solutions.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I really like that concept of seeing the Adobe platform as a toolbox, which has many tools in it, and you as an organization decide which tools you use and which tools you don't, and that works flawlessly into your own ecosystem. That's really great to see. You've been on this journey, as I was saying, 2 years now. What are some of the benefits that you can highlight for the audience?
Yeah, I would say as the first one to really be able to serve the right content at the right moment to our customers. As part of having all this data together, having this single customer view in a single platform, we can easily recognize what the user is doing in each of our touch points, and then being able to deliver the right content in the right time. A clear example is this abandoned cart experience that I just explained. And another quick win of this, having this single source of truth, is that we facilitate access to the data to all across over the organization. So if you can imagine, analytics team will be using the data we have from our customers. Consumer care team can also be using this data for dealing with customer tickets.
Yeah. I really want to focus on the customer care, and just as a message to the people in the audience as well, many organizations still have those organizational silos. Typically, you look at website and application and the digital channels first in terms of optimization, but often we forget the benefits you can get from that customer care service environment. And as the market evolves from being very focused on acquisition only to also looking into the full customer journey lifecycle, this connecting these channels is a no-brainer for, I think, any organization. Anyway, what kind of learnings can you share with the audience? After, again, having been on this journey for a couple of years, you must have seen a couple of things which can or should be avoided.
Yeah, you might, referring back to the slide, to the previous slide, which was the schema. You see a lot of use cases. You cannot take all those use cases together and think we are going to solve all at one time, because you will struggle. You need to break that down into small use cases, solve one use case by one. Then you can connect all together, but don't try to solve the big picture all together at the same time. Otherwise, it will be a mess. And I think this is a key learning for us to really, when thinking on onboarding all the different brands that we have across the organization. We started with one brand, B2C brand in Adobe solutions, but now we really want to extend this implementation to other brands, and taking this learning is key for us.
Yeah. Okay. I think the first topic again stands out. So don't make big changes too fast. I think you were doing the same thing like NMBS, looking at this as a really big project in the beginning, trying to do many things at once, and breaking it down in small steps was I think very useful. Again, from a broader learning, having seen dozens and dozens of projects across the globe now, when you make a big investment in this kind of technology, you need to be able to tell a success story quite quickly into your own organization. And nobody wants to wait 12 months before you can say, we've done something cool, and that's we couldn't do it before, and we can do it now. So focusing on this use case approach allows you to show value quickly in the organization, and as such, get more investments and more budgets and more headcount to help you scale the number of cases that you implement on top of that common foundation for data and profile. Anyway, looking at the next steps, Manuel, again, this is a project that never ends. Customer-centric evolution never stops. So what are your next battlefields?
Sure. As part of creating this single source of truth for customers, we want to enrich these customer profiles and get use of that data that is all together now. So building and taking advantage of the artificial intelligence and machine learning capabilities that the solution can bring us is the next step for us. We have some models. We are experiencing there with product recommendation models, but there is a lot of more that we can do there, like building propensity to expand to a certain product, propensity to buy, or churn prediction, or even being able to recognize or create a send time optimization. What is the best time to send an email to our customer base on their behavior on when they open an email or so.
Yep. I can see Sprinkler on there, so that's one more non-Adobe technology that you are planning on connecting to the platform.
And that's a nice thing. Sprinkler is the technology we are using to put all our social network experiences together and to manage it. And we want to bring that as well, to connect that as well with AEP, to enrich, again, our customer profiles, and also give the customer care team the ability to know what customers are saying in the social networks. But not only that, you might remember from Alex's presentation that she mentioned about user-generated content. Sprinkler have that capability now, and it also can be used to enrich our experiences across the different touchpoints. For example, you can use user-generated content in an email campaign, but you need to stitch together the user-generated content to a specific customer, so you are able to then personalize an email based on that content for that specific customers, and this connection will allow us to do that.
Yeah. And maybe a quick last thing, cookieless. We could hear Nico from Prisa talk about how Prisa is working on their cookieless evolution. What are you doing as Signify to stay ahead of the curve?
There are two things. One thing is more on the technological side, and how we can use our technology to solve certain things about recognizing our uses without third-party cookies. And on the other side, there is about enhancing all the personal account capabilities, so bringing value to the customers. On the technology side, we are working together with Adobe on trying to build this first-party ID or server-side ID, so we don't have to use any more third-party cookies to recognize our users. But this won't solve the full problem. We still need to go more in the direction of have a higher percentage of log navigation, but we cannot force our customers to just create an account. You have to give value to the customers to really, so they can really understand that they need to create an account to access to specific offers, specific product features that they cannot access without an account. And this is what will allow us to really solve this cookieless problem that is not easily going to be solved. Yeah.
Good. Thanks a lot, Manuel. Thank you for your partnership, and thanks for coming from Madrid to Amsterdam for this kind of presentation.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Wouter, for inviting us. Thank you, audience, for being here.
And thank you for being here tonight.